Hello everyone, welcome back with another video. I hope you are all doing great. In my previous video, I promised with you all that I will share my language learning journey with you all, right? So, in this video, I am going to start to share my language learning journey with you all from the very beginning, from where I started to learn this language and what type of difficulties and challenges I have faced during this journey, and what type of tips and techniques I used to overcome all those challenges, and what type of difficulties and challenges I am still facing, because I am still in the learning process. I'm still learning this language and trying my best to enhance my communication skill and my speaking skill. So let's start from the very beginning when I thought to learn a new language, English language. At that time, I was not fully aware, and I didn't know how to start and from where to start and what type of tips and techniques I should use to learn this language in an effective manner. But I didn't lose hope, and I started to search videos on YouTube for the tips and techniques. Luckily, one day I came across a YouTube channel of an Indian YouTuber named Alina Rais. I started to follow her. In her videos, she used to share the tips and techniques she used during her language learning journey. So, after watching her videos, I tried my best to use those tips and techniques in my language learning journey. She used to share tips that worked tremendously in my language learning journey. After started to follow the tips and techniques shared by her, I started to feel that I am getting better day by day. Now, if I am able to speak in this language confidently and properly, it's just because of her videos. After following her videos on daily basis, my language learning journey become an easier one from an arduous one. Literally, I can say. Besides her videos, I started to use different social media platform as a tool to learn this language. I started to follow different pages, different social media accounts which provides materials related to this language, and I started to uh, learn new vocabularies and idiomatic expressions and phrasal verbs in this language. But in the beginning, the biggest mistake I made is not to practice speaking, because of which after 2 years still I am not being able to speak in this language without making mistakes. But after realizing it, I started to practice speaking on daily basis for 10 to 15 minutes, and try my best to use those expression, those vocabulary and idiomatic expressions in my speaking, because only through this way I can retain those knowledge throughout my life. But without practice, it might possible that I forget all those knowledge within few months. So after started to practice, I started to feel that I am able to retain those knowledge for a long time, maybe for the rest of my life. The first technique I have already shared with you all, which I used in the beginning of my language learning journey when I faced difficulties to take start to learn this language. When I was puzzled that from where and how should I start to learn this language. Do not make lame excuses that this journey is going to be very hard and I don't know how to start this journey, so I should quit it over here. I didn't make it, so now I am able to speak in this language. There is a famous proverb in English language, when there is a will, there is a way. In the beginning, it was really hard for me to take start, and I was not even able to speak a single sentence in this language. But I didn't make this as an excuse and try and find ways to learn this language, because of which now I can say that I can convey my ideas, my thoughts in this language. So now let's move on to next step, that next technique that I used during my language learning journey is to start practice writing, speaking, listening. Without practice, it would not be possible to gain proficiency in this language. I started to speak in this language. In the beginning, it was too hard for me to speak in this language. I have to come out of my comfort zone and have to speak in this language to gain fluency in this language. For the speaking purpose, I use different techniques, tips shared by Alina Rais in her videos, which I am going to share in my upcoming videos. And I started to read English novels, English books. In the beginning, it was I was not able to understand each and everything, but with the passage of time, I become comfortable in reading English novels and English books, because before embarking on this journey to learn English language, I didn't read a single book in English language. So definitely it was going to be the toughest task for me during this journey, but I make it. And to improve my writing skill, I made a habit to write 1 to 2 pages on daily basis. This tip was also shared by Alina Ruiz in her video for the improvement of writing skill, which I used in my journey, and the result was exceptional. And for listening purpose, I used to watch 2 to 3 videos in the morning and one video before going to sleep. After creating this habit in my life, I started to comprehend each and everything shared by native English speakers in their videos. This was the beginning of my journey when I was puzzled from where to start, how to start to learn this language in an effective manner. And these tips and techniques, methods I used in the beginning to take a start to learn a new language. So in upcoming videos, I will share how I created new habits, like start reading books, speaking in a very different language, and listening English podcast videos on daily basis, and how I created these habits in my life and how these habits work in my language learning journey. So, till the next video, bye bye.